Let's do Let's Be Cops, shall we?
Well, I think you, in your eloquent silence, have told us all I saw this trailer again.
Did you?
So a trailer 2 is like a trailer lasts 6 minutes.
Okay, but
you've seen the whole thing.
So you've seen the trailer, so you've seen the whole movie. So tell me, on the basis of the trailer, what's the story of the film?
A couple of guys...
Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johnson.
Okay. I didn't know who they
Fine.
were.
Yeah.
And for a joke, they get some fancy dress gear.
Yeah.
And they dress up as cops.
Yeah.
And they quite like dressing up as cops because, hey, the girls love it.
Yeah.
And then they steal a car, a police car.
Well,
and then they become pretend policemen.
Yeah.
With hilarious consequences.
Hilarious consequences. They end up answering hilarious real life, police calls, including one to a sorority. Here's a hilarious clip.
Calm down, sir.
Excuse me?
That's a ma'am. Oh. You guys seem like two classy ladies. What is your name?
Precious. She ain't that precious.
What is your real name?
Precious.
Yeah, but like when you were born, what did your... Not your gang name or your stripper name. Yeah.
Precious.
So Precious, great name. Why don't you tell us what's going on here?
She trying to get with my man behind my back.
Give me the phone. Just
yo, what you doing?
Stop. I will be reading the part of DeAndre. You read Jaquanda. What are you doing?
Eating soup, trying to lose some weight and stuff.
Girl, you ain't gotta lose.
Thank you.
Cause you fine as wine. Look, DeAndre.
Don't be texting me again, okay?
You see?
Unless you want to get.
Oh, that's that. Control the situation. That's what you get.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, but for about an hour and 50 minutes.
Director Luke Greenfield says that the inspiration for the film came when he decided to spend a Halloween in a police officer's uniform, a choice that had unexpected consequences. Stick with me because this is hilarious. Quote, my costume designer at the time, you have a costume, it's a Halloween party. My costume designer at the time got me a real LAPD uniform and my buddy and I walked around Los Angeles, Greenfield remembers, smiling, I'm sure. The sense of power and authority was incredible. I was single at the time and it became quite easy to talk to women on the street because you're a police officer. So, firstly, in order for this to be funny, right, you have to buy into the idea that there is something innately funny about people pretending to be police officers and people pretending to be police officers sitting around in cafes pulling guns on each other in a comedy fashion, which it really, in the current climate, not particularly funny. The second thing is there has to be something about the way in which the drama plays out that gives these guys proper comeuppance. But no. In the way which is now standard for the American comedy stroke action movie, what happens is they start out as, hey, we'll dress up as cops, and immediately everyone starts drooling all over them. Waitresses, oh, hi. There's a waitress that one of them's sort of in love with. Oh, hey, I didn't realise you're a cop. Excuse me while I just immediately snog you. And of course, because I'm sure this is apparently everybody's experience of being in the LAPD. You walk down the street, literally women just throw themselves at you. And what can I say? When he's done the kind of research that he has done, which is that he went out on Halloween night dressed as a cop and the sense of power and authority was incredible and it became quite easy to talk to women on the street. So what happens is after all the inevitable bits of snogging and male stripping and all the other stuff, halfway through the movie, whatever is wrong with that, largely that it's not funny, the movie then loses its nerve and decides to take these two absolute slimeball losers who are, parading around pretending to be policemen, and actually really turn them into somehow kind of avenging angels. And then it turns into an action movie in which there's just an awful lot of shit. And you know what? They turn out not to be such dorks after all. So you get, on the one hand, the unfunny gag about dressing up as policemen. On the other hand, the stuff about, because immediately you dress up policemen, everyone will throw themselves at you because that's what it's like being policemen. And then you get but actually, despite the fact they're complete dorks, one of them's a computer gamer, a computer designer, doesn't look like a computer designer, but apparently he is.
What does a computer designer look like?
Well, apparently he looks like the kind of guy who would stick on an LAPD uniform and go hang out on the street. And incidentally, wouldn't you just know that was going to dovetail in some kind of career change for... So it starts off as, look, these guys are total dorks and total dweebs and total idiots and, let's laugh. But halfway through it does the thing about totally lost its nerve. I know, let's actually turn them into people who are going to become heroic. And so you got halfway. So I'm sorry, I'm now suddenly meant to feel sympathy. And actually, despite everything, suddenly they're heroic and wonderful. And then Andy Garcia comes on in this. Literally, he's got a stamp on his head, which is, where's the check? Where is the I'm just I like to believe I'm here. Where is the check? Because I have other things in my resume. Just give me the check now. And then it all stops. And it's actually not very long. I mean, it's 104 minutes long, but could have been 3 hours. You know, Lucy, right,
Yes.
in the time...
Number one movie.
Okay, yeah, fine. So in the time that it went for Luc Besson to reinvent the human race, these two guys dress up as cops, hilariously pull guns on each other in public, which is always funny, and then turn into real heroes. It's rubbish.